Greetings Mechwarrior, this is Offshore HHO and welcome back to the Mechwarrior Online video and with another best loadout series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Grasshopper 5P. Now this is the Grasshopper 5P. I've named this mech Kamen Rider. Well, the reason why I've decided to name this mech Kamen Rider, if you don't already know, the Kamen Rider is a Japanese superhero that is based on grasshoppers, and this is of course a grasshopper. And I think because the reason is it has freaking long legs. I mean, it's standing nearly on par as an atlas, just close to an atlas, but it just look thinner compared to an atlas. Now if you look at the camo is pretty nice. This is original camo. I did not buy any camo for this mech, but I do have the color red, white and black, and these three colors fit this particular mech really nicely. Now this mech has a lot of energy hardpoints and 1 AMS. So let's take a look at the loadout right now. So this is the loadout that I've chosen for the Grasshopper 5P. If you didn't already realize, this is a brawler spec. So I just use the large pulse lasers for mid-range and close range the medium lasers. If you're looking for a pop tart, this mech can also be a pop tart if you just place 2 ERPPC on both shoulders and then you have your jump jets to pop tart. Or you can either go for a build where you have 3 large pulse lasers on the right torso, which gives you a medium range attack, which gives you about an average of 500 to 600 if piloted properly around corners. But once you lose your right torso, you lose all your weapons. That is why I prefer this particular build over the other 2 build, which is a brawling spec right here. So if you lose one torso, you still have a lot of weapons. Now the good thing about this mech is that one hard point in its head and another hard point in its center torso with CT. Well, if you lose both sides, at least you still got 2 medium lasers to protect yourself with, and 2 medium lasers is nothing to be looked down upon. It does do quite good damage even too, especially when it's the end game where everybody's all red, unless of course the enemy has one fresh one didn't get hit somehow, which has happened in the past. So right here, let's look at the armors first on the mech itself. So this is our shield. The left and right arm is our shield. There's no hard points in the left and right arm of the Grasshopper 5P. So what you're going to do is I reduce the armor up to 27. So at 27, it's pretty good shield. So when you see like missiles coming or lasers getting fired, just turn right or left and let your arms absorb the damage. So we have 4 double heat sinks in the left and right torso, and another 2 double heat sinks in the standard engine. So that makes a total of 6 double heat sinks. So our right and left torso has 50 armor in its frontal armor and 10 in its rear, 14 in the head, 76 frontal armor in the CT and 12 in its rear, just to protect it a little from some of those light mechs that's really sneaky coming up behind you. And its legs has about 46 on both legs armor, which is basically enough. I've so far never got my legs blown off, even though the legs are so long for this particular mech. Well, maybe because I keep in cover a lot, so I protect my legs a lot as well. So you have 4 class 3 jump jets, which is good enough for pop tart. You can still pop tart with this particular build, and I have taken out assault mechs doing that. So let's see, we have about 6 medium lasers total in this particular build and 2 large pulse laser in its right torso. So what you're going to do with this weapon is you're going to group them up like this. So you have 2 large pulse lasers as group 1 and all the medium lasers in the second group. and that's how you fire it, you know. And use your jump jets to maneuver around enemies. It will help you maneuver, and it will distract them a bit, especially if they're just targeting you, and when you can just jump over them while your partner or while your teammates focus fire on him as well. So our upgrades are, we still kept it at standard armor, double heat sinks and endo steel, and no missile guidance required, because there is no missile hardpoints on this mech. And the only other hardpoints you have on this mech is the AMS hardpoint. The heat management is at 1.08, so I usually override as soon as I start the game. I immediately just press that O button and just override engage, so that I don't just shut down in the middle of the game. So if you're wondering why I override in the start, is because I don't want my mech to be shutting down in front of the enemy. That's like free kill for the enemy. I would rather stop shooting and get into cover, or get into the safe region with our friends or our allies on the battlefield. So you should not be firing even though you're already at 100%, unless if it's the last enemy and the last mech, go ahead, blow yourself up and have the kill, doesn't matter. But not in the middle or the beginning of the game, which will let your team down. Now, another thing you gotta remember about heat, sometimes if you fire too much over the 100%, it just doesn't give you that short 1-2 second damage. It depends on how long it goes over the 100%. It's constant damage. That's what I've experienced before. My right shoulder just blew out, my left shoulder blew, and my center torso just blew up without anyone firing at me. That was too much. So you should avoid firing, although you have the override. Just use it as a means to get away from dangerous situations. So how you should be piloting this mech? Oh, sorry, we forgot about the modules. So this is what I have for the module, the advanced seismic sensor, which is one of my favorite and a lot of players' favorite. We have the range for the large pulse lasers and the range for the medium lasers. But if you don't have this, it's okay. The build does work properly. Remember, this is a brawler. You don't actually need the range for it, but it does help to support your teammates to get that 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 damage in that 10% extra range. So how do you pilot this mech? Of course, it's a brawler mech. You try to get up close and personal, but try pop-tarting, just not using your jump jets unless it's a big hill. So you should just look, observe your enemy, and then fire at the right target. Just alpha shot. You should be able to even, I think, at least 2 alpha shots in this build, even in a cold map. But be careful if you're in a map that's really hot. Okay, so to me, this is a mech that is nothing to laugh at. It is a very dangerous mech. It's very tall. That can be a bad and a good thing. A good thing is that you can actually see above hills better, but then again, the enemies can spot you, and there comes all the LRMs heading towards your direction. So you gotta get into a very good trench. Always get into cover, because it's very important. So other than that, there's nothing else to mention about this mech, but the head laser is really nice. It's right next to the cockpit, which is really nice. Okay guys, let's not daddle too much. Let's go straight to the gameplay. Right, we're on assault mode on Polar Highlands, I believe. I usually find out what map I get into after the game starts. I don't vote for maps anymore, but I do vote for the game modes that I play in. I believe I voted for a skirmish. This is an assault mode, but it's okay. It's practically the same thing except for the base. Let's see now, what do we have here? We have Shadowcat, I think that was an Arctic Cheetah. Got Ambon Jaguar, I think it's so Highlander, Kodiak, Marauder 2C, and King Crab.
Fuel at 0%.
And just damage my legs. I don't think it's that much of a damage. I think at most it's 1 or 2 damage for each leg. That's nothing. Where are the enemy? Wow, look at those guys. Oh, the clouds don't move, but they still look good. I don't know why people are complaining about upgrading the graphics for Mechwarrior, but I believe that the graphics are already really nice already. Especially in detail in the mechs that you see. The only reason you can't see them properly is because of the camo and what colors the other players put their mechs on. Wow, everybody's already firing. I'm not sure which is the laser coming from him. Nope, it's firing at him. I really wish we could target our own teammates. Oops. So yeah, I was saying I was saying that I really wish we could target our own teammates so that we can see what weapon systems they carry and how much damage our teammates have taken, so that we know that sometimes it doesn't matter if he's an assault. If he doesn't have armor, there's no reason for him to go and push. A heavy mech will do the same. Oh, there they are. Right there. I'm gonna go behind these trenches here.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Spider. As mischievous as it ever was. Okay. They didn't shoot me yet. That's a good thing. Shoulder. Okay. Shoulder. Can they spot me? Or cannot? Can't they? I believe they still can. It's a dual AC-20 King Crab. Move a little, even though it's on my own. I know we have some missiles, LRM mechs carrying LRMs there. I can just spot them a little.
New target acquired.
Spotted.
That's a hero mech. Yeah. No missiles going after him? Wow.
New target acquired.
Yep, that spider spotted me. Did not spot my ally. Yep, we got the first kill.
Target
It
spotted.
seems like we're retreating. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't have the right weapons to be firing. At least I'm doing something. Gonna want missile hit me. I don't know what that guy was doing. He went right in the middle.
Target spotted.
Don't know what our guys are doing. Are they pushing?
New target acquired.
I'm just afraid that I won't get proper cover.
New target acquired.
Yeah.
Override engaged. Heat level critical. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
We're just firing. We don't want to be overheating. If
Heat
there's
level
override,
critical.
gotta control our heat.
Target destroyed.
Yeah.
New target acquired.
It's down.
Negative.
Gonna cool down. Gonna try to. Yep.
Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%. Heat level
Oh, what
critical.
happened? My screen just turned black.
Override shut down. Heat level critical.
Right.
New target acquired.
That guy just came after me. I'm gonna get the cover. It's just AC2s. Should I go after him? Right. Oops.
Warning incoming missile.
Give my arm to him.
Warning incoming missile.
Well, I am a decoy, I guess. I'll team together.
Warning
They can just destroy my
incoming
armor.
missile.
It's alright. My arms are my shields. This is becoming a very long game.
New target acquired. Warning incoming missile. Left arm critical damage. Warning incoming missile. New target acquired.
Yep. We got good flank here.
Target acquired.
Wait, that guy's not moving.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
You got the Atlas skill.
Left arm destroyed.
You can have my arm. Getting into here, this trench here. Okay, I have to remember to use my right arm for my shield now.
Heat level critical.
I know the shadow cat somewhere, but I gotta focus fire on this guy. Okay. Now we're up by 1.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shut down.
He's afraid. He's afraid.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Left torso critical damage.
Okay, he's down.
Override shut down. Medium laser destroyed. Left torso destroyed. Heat sink destroyed. Heat level critical. Target
Yeah. That's a good match. That's why you need the jump jet sometimes. You can just surprise them. Let's see how well we did. Wow, that's a nice game. We we had 250,000 C-bills. We had 4 kills, 8 assists, 3 solo kills, 4 damage deal, 959 damage. I think the best game I had so far this mech. 2,585. Look at that. We're the highest damage dealer in this entire game with the Grasshopper. Wow. That's nice. Wow. Best game I had so far with the Grasshopper.